make a lump thread where you want the eyes to sit. Tie in the eyes and coat with Sally Hansen's. When you're figure eighting the eyes, what you want to do is make sure that your last couple of turns go around the actual top of the fly or top of the dumbbell eyes, and then pull it in tight before you whip hinge. Once the eyes are tied in, you want to coat it with Sally Hansen's after you whip finish. This is the top turn there. We go right around the top and then tie it off. And whip finish now. Cut your thread. Coat with Sally Hansen's. Take it out of the hook and do about 9 or 5 more. Return the hook to the vise. You want to cover the hook with thread. Up from the halfway point, when you cover the hook with thread, take it back to the halfway point. And from the halfway point, you want to tie in 2 orange silly legs for the feelers. Fold them in half. Cut the loop off. Tie them in on top of the fly. Doesn't matter where they are, but make sure when you get to the end, back to the bend in the hook, that they're on top of the hook, and you want one loop in between each fly so that it stays spread. That's the loop between one. Bring your thread back to the top. You want to take the orange poly yarn, or in this case some orange crystal tape, and you tie that in right behind the eye and back to the bend in the hook. Bring the hook back to the front, tie it off in front of the eyes. Whip finish. And now make touching wraps to make the body with the crystal. When you get to the dumbbell eyes, you want to figure eight those so that you're covering top and bottom of the dumbbell eyes. Figure eight. And tie it off in front of the eyes. Fold your crystal wrap back, which will make sure that it doesn't come loose. Trim the tape, whip finish. Take the hook out of the hook, remove the hook out of the vise, and make 9 or 5 more of them. length of the rabbit's fur strip to be 1 to 1.5 times the hook. You slide the scissors between the fibers when you cut it. You cut them to length beforehand. Place your hook upside down on the vise. Put the rabbit strips on the hook. Measuring, the front should be just measuring, so it's just behind the hook eye when you put it in. Do that to all the hooks. It's easier when they're upright like that. Keep your fingers out of the way. And after you've done those, remove the thing from the hook and do 9 or 5 more. Device and attach the thread in front of the eye. Dampen your fingers and move the rabbit fibers away from the front, which makes it easier to tie it in. And your rabbit strip should be just short of the eye. If it's too long, then just snip off the tip of it. And make sure in the back that the actual thing is, or the rabbit strip is down at the base of the hook, right up against the body. You wrap around there and you figure eight it once over each eye. And then make a real good size head with the pink thread. Whip finish it twice. Two whip finishes, you don't need to put any Sally Hansen's on it unless you want to. And next thing you do is you want to trim the legs so they're just what you feel is enough past the hook, the tail of the rabbit's fur. Figure out where you think they should be, and then make it a little bit longer. Now all you need to do is finish the other 8 or 9 flies that you have waiting.